So we talk about these studies, and we claim like electrolytes only do this much. You only need this much. But you can't, if you take this much, it's too much. But they're coming from the West most of the time. They're coming from a Western medical terminology. Direct observation. A group of people, and they're not taking into factor, the states of their body. Whether they're mainly kapha-based water, which is kind of like water on Earth, vata, which is air, and pitta, which is fire. So, if you're not taking into consideration these factors, and some people may need more, and also, it could be different depending on the situation, but let's keep it. Some people may need more or less of certain things. What might be good for one person potentially could not be good for another, and or also then we even go into like genetic backgrounds. We're not even taking that into consideration most of the time. So I say, know thyself. Know yourself through meditation, through practices, through exercise. Sometimes we have an idea that we can do all these things, but when we try to do it, sometimes we fail, or sometimes we exceed beyond our imagination. Either way, we know ourselves. To know yourself. To know yourself to someone. You say something not right about somebody, well, so you just go with that. Don't second question. Don't double question that. Someone's advice from afar might not be quite as good as your direct experience of someone's behaviors and how they make you feel. Now, we're not saying we're in a pure poor state, but I mean we know when we're in a good state and when we're not. And it's like try to give people second chances, and you're like, dang, why did I give them a second chance? Why did I even let them close to me again? Like, why did I do that? Like, I should have just asked not to see me to, do what she has to do. That's that simple. Instead of just, you know what, we're just gonna forgive them. No. We don't have to forgive them. But you don't want to get crossed up with your own fire energy. Especially if you're a fire horse. Tries to run with the fire horse. So, gotta be careful. Figure something out. Nobody came for asana practice today, so I just sat in there. The men from I think it's I'm not going to discuss his name. One of the men from the veterans term. He came in, did a little, basically just did our own thing, laying on the mat basically for the most part, but did some really, really relaxing asana practice. Something, sometimes you don't need all that extravagant stuff, especially if you're doing extreme exercise all the time. You need this line. You don't need all the. Being able to do all the nice back bends and stuff are great if it's applicable and your body actually needs it. If your body doesn't need it, then it's just about helping you do what you do in your life, not helping you do what I do in my life. It doesn't apply for you. A fisherman's going to need different, if he fishes and makes money, goes out for weeks at a time, he's going to need a different practice than someone who's, building houses, or somebody that's on the computer all the time. You're going to need you're going to do neck and shoulder exercise. You need to do a lot if you're sitting at a computer or a desk. You're going to need different exercise. You're going to need a different practice. It's not the same practice. It doesn't fit all. It doesn't make any sense. Not to say that you can't move up, transform your karmas and metamorphosize your karmas, like the caterpillar to the butterfly. That's really extreme now. We're talking about butterfly, caterpillar, butterfly. It doesn't go straight from caterpillar. It goes from caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. But oftentimes we only see the caterpillar and then the butterfly, because you're like, God, he's doing these things, he's tagging away real slow, and then he just disappears for a long time. Where'd it go? And he comes out of the butterfly, or she comes out of the butterfly. I don't know, but yeah. What was I going to say? Can't even remember. Yeah. Ooh. But this is generally not eat iodized salt. It is not spiritual. It is no minerals. Do not eat it. Please. Just, if you could do anything, if you could cut anything out of your diet, that would be the number one thing to cut out of your diet. Right now. Just don't eat it. If you need to put on a wound to clean or something, I guess you could. But I would use sea salt. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. Do not take this as medical advice. Thank you. Yeah. And if you could plant one food, it would probably be, well, depending on where you're at, though, it's really saying. It all depends where you are. But if you're in Florida, it'd probably be peppers. Corn also grows well, or potatoes. Not a master growing corn. I know a little bit about it, but I know more about growing tobacco, but if you're really careful with it, it's just like Krishna Tulsi. To baby it. Really baby it. Feed it prayer water. You can't just, it's not a normal plant. It's not like corn. Yeah, it's just like you get all this commercial grown bud, commercial food, and they're like that. You know, growing the plant, you know, I'm not saying you have to consecrate it every time you water it, but every once in a while, new moon, full moon, solstices, you're going to want to consecrate it. You're going to want to consecrate the ground with certain sutra, certain suktam, you know, certain type of, you know, psalms, certain, you know, the Al-Fatiha. You know, you're going to need to do some of these things. You know, I mean, because it's connecting with where we come from, right? I mean, we're remembering our divine source. Not, you know, it's like giving praise for it. You know, like not doing it commercially. You know, like it's important. You know, not displace the medicine man or the medicine woman or the, you know, the herb master. You know, you can't replace it with you can't put it to the side. You know, you put it to the side. You know, you end up in hospice. You don't want to go there. What do? You think they do nice things to you when you pass away? What happens when they put you in those little rooms, cold rooms, and they pump you with synthetic formaldehyde? Yeah. Gotta do some really bad stuff to your body. Even before cremating it. It's just like, I don't want that to happen to me. Oh God, nothing like that happened to me. I love my life. And whenever I pass away, probably a long time from now, very, very long time, after I have grandkids at least. Have kids first, but one day, maybe. If I'm nice. I don't let my ego get the hold of me. Maybe. And I stand up for myself. Calmly. But, yep. Don't be afraid to say how you feel about things. Doesn't mean you have to scream, you know. You know, whenever you speak about something, when you're experiencing and you're calm, you're collective, calm, cool, and collective, and they start freaking out, it doesn't matter what you say, it's how you say it. As long as it's not overtly disrespectful or anything, you know, you saying how you feel about something, or your intellectual input, your emotional, or how you think about it, how you feel. If they're the one that starts screaming, generally you know that, you know, it's sad when that happens, but usually that means that they're wrong, because there's no reason to. Who wants to live a manipulative life? Who wants to do that? It's exhausting. It's not life. Peace, truth, love, freedom, justice. Und Tatsat.